The club's centenary handbook from 1951 noted that in our time, Lanark Moor, with the sun shining and a mild breeze blowing from the west, is the most beautiful sight in the world. This is the opinion of all of our club members, whose minds are in a sound state of health. It is not sterile, it grows a praiseworthy kind of grass, and the ball sits up in a most inviting way. The first annual general meeting of the club was held on the 4th of October, 100 years earlier, in 1851. 21 members were enrolled, and they could anticipate happy days spent on their 6-hole course. Approximately 70 years later, however, J. Arthur Vassey and James Annan separately quoted family traditions to the effect that in the early stages there were only 4 members and 4 holes. The speakers referred to golf on the moor prior to 1851. The 4 heroes who played before the club and then founded it were Robert and William Lithgow, John Vassey and Thomas Purdy, whose portraits still hang in the shadows of the clubhouse today. In 1853, the course was shortened to 5 holes. Then 4 years later, it was extended to 10, and it remained at that until 1869, when 3 additional holes were added. But it wasn't until 1897 the full round of 18 holes was played for the first time. Green sites had originally been selected by George Sayers, but the plan was finally arranged by none other than old Tom Morris, who received £3 and 10 shillings for his services. James Braid was later brought in to supervise the construction of several new holes in 1927, which formed the basic layout we play today. The course still has crossings, holes where golfers play over another fairway. Golf courses in the olden days often had these. At Lanark, there are 3 crossings, the 1st and 18th, the 2nd and 15th, and occasionally the 9th and 10th holes. This makes it one of the few places in the world where you can experience golf as it used to be played. The course developed a strong reputation in golfing circles to the extent it almost became Gleneagles. It was only by one casting vote that the LSM Railway Company decided to build their Grand Hotel at Gleneagles rather than at Lanark. In the modern era, the club has played host to many great amateur competitions, including the Scottish Boys Stroke Play, Scottish Youths, the British Girls and the Girls Home Internationals. The club has also provided the course the R&A on 11 occasions as a regional qualifying for the Open Championship, keeping up the club's great tradition in hosting matches and illustrious events throughout the years. We will end our story for now with some words by John S. Bryce, the club captain of 1951. There are some members of the club with so little sense of propriety that they can stand on the 3rd tee listening to skylark singing. Some even gaze foolishly at the pale blue hills beyond Black Mount. But your true golfer sees only the delightful ridges and the long hollows full of lovely lies, and goes about his business with seemly concentration of collecting material for excited stories told in the clubhouse before a restless audience of scores that should have been.